Be me. Paula, 49 years old, literature professor at small liberal arts college, specialized in feminist literary theory for 20 years. Divorced when my son Marcus was 14. Ex-husband Carl left me for his secretary. Classic cliché. She was 23. Blonde. Laughed at all his jokes. Never disagreed with him. I remember seeing them together at the grocery store. She was pushing the cart, smiling at everything he said, making herself small, making him feel big. Broke something inside me that day. Not jealousy, rage that he chose comfort over growth, chose ego stroking over partnership, chose a woman who would never challenge him. Went home that night, told Marcus sitting at the kitchen table doing algebra. Never marry a woman who does not push you to be better. Never choose easy over right. He nodded. He promised. Threw myself into my career after that. Published 3 books on feminist literature. Won teaching awards. Every semester, I taught young men about toxic masculinity, about emotional labor, about being real partners. Marcus was going to be my proof. Proof you could raise a son right. Proof men could be better. Proof Carl was the exception, not the rule. Raised Marcus alone from 14 on. Made sure he read the right books. Bell hooks, Roxane Gay. Made sure he understood consent, understood his privilege. Understood what women go through. He turned out great, kind, thoughtful. Got a job as an accountant at 26. Stable income, good apartment. Never aggressive, never demanding. Sometimes worried he was too passive. But better that than turning into Carl. The problem started at a protest 2 years ago. Marcus had started going to local activism events. I was so proud. Called me one Sunday. Said he met someone. Her name was Blake. They had been talking for a month, met her 3 weeks later at a coffee shop. She walked in wearing a shirt that said, "Nevertheless," she persisted. Docs. Short hair with purple streak, confident stride. Sat down and immediately started talking about dismantling the patriarchy. Used terms like intersectionality, systemic oppression, male fragility. My heart soared. This woman got it. This was exactly who Marcus needed. After she left, I grabbed his hand. She is incredible. Marcus looked uncertain. She is a lot, sometimes. A lot is good. A lot means she will not let you coast. A lot means she will make you better over the next few months. I pushed hard. Invited Blake to faculty dinners. Introduced her to my colleagues. Bought her my books. Called Marcus weekly to ask about her. Every time he expressed doubt, I shut it down. Like when he said Blake got mad, he suggested going Dutch on dinner. She makes almost double what I make, Mom, but she said asking to split things equally ignores that women are conditioned to spend more on appearance to be taken seriously in society. I told him she had a point. Do not be cheap, Marcus. Do not be that guy. Or when he mentioned Blake, criticized him for going to the gym. Said he was reinforcing toxic body standards, that fitness culture is rooted in patriarchal control. I told him maybe examine why you feel the need to perform masculinity through physical strength. He went quiet on the phone. Okay, Mom, maybe you are right. Looking back, every red flag was there, flashing neon. I ignored all of them, because I wanted so badly to believe. Believe I raised him right. Believe he could handle a strong woman. Believe this was what progress looked like. 6 months in, they were engaged. I threw an engagement party. Invited everyone from the department. Gave a toast about rewriting gender dynamics. About the future of partnerships. Blake beamed. Marcus smiled, but his eyes looked tired. My daughter Renee pulled me aside in the kitchen. She is 3 years older than Marcus, works in finance. More traditional values. Mom, this is a mistake. What is? Blake is using him. She is challenging him, Renee. That is different. Renee shook her head, walked away. Wedding planning was chaos. Blake insisted on an all-female wedding party. Said having groomsmen reinforced gender binaries, Marcus had to ask his 3 best friends to just attend as guests. They looked confused, hurt. Marcus apologized to them for 2 hours on the phone. Blake wanted a venue that was woman-owned, catering that was woman-owned, photography that was woman-owned. No men involved in any vendor capacity. The costs were astronomical. Marcus was paying for almost everything. I asked him why once. Blake says that asking her to pay equally ignores the wage gap, but she makes more than you. Yeah, but it is about the principle, Mom. It is about recognizing systemic inequality. I nodded. Told him that made sense theoretically, but inside something felt wrong. Pushed the feeling down. Worst moment came 1 month before the wedding. Marcus showed up at my house at 7 in the morning. Had not slept. Eyes red. Sat at my kitchen table. Put his head in his hands. Mom, I cannot do this. Cannot do what? Marry Blake. Everything is wrong. I feel like I am failing a test every single day. Nothing I do is right. I am exhausted. I should have listened. Should have said, trust yourself. Should have said, call it off. Instead, I took his hand. This is cold feet, Marcus. This is normal. You are marrying a woman who will not let you be mediocre. That is scary. But that is growth. He looked at me, really looked at me. I could see something break behind his eyes. Okay. You are probably right, Mom. He left 20 minutes later. Shoulders hunched. Defeated walk. I made coffee. Went back to grading papers. Told myself I did the right thing. Wedding was beautiful in an unconventional way. Blake wore red, no traditional vows. Ceremony included a collective acknowledgement of patriarchal harm. Reading from Audre Lorde. Renee sat in the back. Left early, did not say goodbye. 4 months after the wedding, Blake quit her job at the nonprofit. Said the organization was perpetuating white feminism, said she needed time to heal from workplace trauma. Marcus called me. Voice tight, strained. She is not working. Mom, I am covering rent, covering groceries, covering everything, picking up extra clients. That is temporary, Marcus. She is processing trauma. Mental health matters. She started a podcast about decolonizing feminism. It has 6 subscribers. She spends $300 a month on recording equipment. I did not know what to say. Told him podcasting takes time to build an audience. Marcus stopped coming to family dinners. Blake said they were triggering. Said family dynamics reinforced oppressive structures. Said she needed to protect her energy. Christmas came. Marcus showed up alone. Blake had a headache. He looked terrible. Lost 15 pounds. Dark circles. Barely spoke. Left after 30 minutes, said Blake needed him home. Renee cornered me after he left. Are you proud of yourself? Excuse me. You did this. You pushed him into marrying her, now look at him. She is helping him set boundaries. Renee. Boundaries. Mom? He looks like he is dying. You are being dramatic. Am I? She showed me her phone, Blake's Instagram. Posts about releasing toxic family patterns. About protecting your peace from energy vampires. About how feminist men still expect women to perform emotional labor. One post from that morning. When your partner finally understands his job is to support your healing, not demand you perform productivity. I tried calling Marcus that night, no answer. Texted him. Can we talk? I am worried about you. He replied 6 hours later. I am fine, Mom. Blake and I are working on our boundaries. Family can be manipulative without meaning to be. I need space. Those were not his words. Those were Blake's words. Coming through his mouth, I spent the next month defending Blake to everyone. When Renee sent me articles about emotional abuse disguised as progressive language, I said she was just uncomfortable with women who refused to people please. When my sister asked why Marcus looked so thin, I said he was adjusting to married life. Blake was helping him examine his relationship with food and capitalism when a colleague saw Blake's posts and raised an eyebrow. I said Blake was doing important decolonial work. But alone at night, I was starting to panic. Marcus had not responded to texts in weeks, missed 3 family events. When he did text, it was formal, distant. Not him. I did something I am not proud of, went through Blake's entire social media presence. Public posts going back 2 years. The posts were worse than I thought. Blake writing about financial abuse, screenshot of budget apps, with caption, "This is how men control women, by monitoring spending." Blake writing about family enmeshment, his mother, his problem. I am not managing that relationship. Blake posting photos of their apartment. Marcus's work bag in the corner. Caption, "When he finally understands his purpose is to facilitate my self-actualization." I sat in my office, surrounded by my books. The Second Sex. Bad Feminist. Men explain things to me, and I felt something crack open inside me. Blake was using my language. The language I taught Marcus to respect. Weaponizing it. Using feminism to isolate him. Bleed him dry. Justify treating him like an ATM with legs, and I could not call it out. Because if I did, everyone would think I was exactly the kind of mother-in-law who could not handle her son having a strong wife. My whole career was built on supporting women like Blake. If I criticized her, I was a hypocrite. I was a traitor. I was the problem. Tried one more time to reach Marcus, called him at work, hoping to catch him alone. He answered, "Mom, I am in the middle of something. Please, just 5 minutes. I miss you." Silence. Then his voice small. "I miss you too. But Blake has made it clear that my family uses guilt to control me. I need to honor her boundaries. Marcus, she is isolating you. She is helping me see patterns, Mom. Unhealthy patterns. What about your therapist? You loved Dr. Chen." Dr. Chen was reinforcing patriarchal narratives. Blake helped me see that. I stopped going. My chest tightened. "When is the last time you were happy?" Long silence. "I have to go, Mom." He hung up. I sat staring at my phone, and for the first time let myself think it. I made a terrible mistake. Decided to meet with Blake directly. Woman to woman, maybe we could talk. Texted her. Would love to get coffee. Just us. I feel like we have drifted. She agreed. I was surprised. Met at a cafe near campus. She ordered an $8 lavender oat milk latte. I paid. I tried to ease in. I have noticed Marcus seems stressed. Is everything okay? She smiled. Cold smile. Marcus is stressed because he is unlearning codependency. I am helping him establish boundaries. Right? But financially things seem tight. Maybe you could consider freelancing or part-time work. Her face hardened. We have decided not to subscribe to capitalist metrics of value. I contribute emotionally and spiritually. Patriarchy just does not recognize that labor. I took a breath. I just think, maybe some balance, maybe coming to family events occasionally. You are asking me to perform for your comfort. That is emotional labor I do not consent to. I am asking you to care about your husband. There it is. She leaned forward, eyes sharp. You know what, Paula? I expected more from you. You teach feminist theory. But you are just another mother-in-law policing women. I am not. You absolutely are. You pushed Marcus into this relationship because I checked boxes for your political agenda. But now that I am living my values instead of performing them, you cannot handle it. That is not true. Is it not? You wanted him with a strong woman. You just cannot deal with the fact that I do not need your validation. She stood up. We are done here. Walked out. I sat there for 30 minutes, staring at her half-finished $8 latte. 2 days later, Marcus texted Mom, I need you to stop contacting Blake. You have been undermining our marriage. I need space. I called immediately. Voicemail. I drove to their apartment 20 minutes away. Knocked for 10 minutes. Marcus finally opened the door. Only cracked it open. Did not invite me in. I could see Blake on the couch behind him watching. Arms crossed. Marcus, please. What do you want me to say? I want to know you are okay. I am fine. You are not. You look miserable. You told me to find someone strong voice flat. Empty. Now you cannot handle that. She does not need you. Those were her words in his mouth. Baby, this is not healthy. She has cut you off from everyone. She has helped me see who actually supports my growth. By criticizing my wife, you are showing me who you are, I am not. I have to go. Mom. Door closed. Heard the lock click. I stood in that hallway, staring at the door, at the number on the door. For 5 full minutes then, I walked away. 4 months of silence. I taught my classes, published an article on motherhood and feminism, kept my phone volume on high. Marcus never called. Renee told me he missed our father's birthday gathering. First time in 15 years. Blake posted they were at a women's empowerment retreat in Costa Rica, $2,000 weekend. Marcus was not in any of the photos. Then one night, past midnight, my phone rang. Mom. He was crying. Marcus, what is wrong? I cannot do this anymore. I am so tired. His voice cracking, breaking. I work 70 hours a week. Come home. It is never enough. She needs a new course, a new retreat, a new healing modality. I cannot remember the last time she asked how my day was. My heart broke. Then leave. Come home. You do not have to stay long. Pause. Breathing on the other end. I cannot. Why not? Because then I am just another man who could not handle a strong woman. Just another guy who wanted someone submissive. You taught me better than that. Mom. Oh God. What had I done? Marcus being strong does not mean accepting mistreatment. I made my choice. I have to live with it. No, I pushed you. I am so sorry. I have to go. Blake is asking who I am talking to. The line went dead. I called back. Voicemail. Called again. Voicemail. Texted, please call me back. I love you. 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. No message came. I am sitting here now, 3 weeks later, staring at their wedding photo on my shelf. Both of them. My arm around them. Huge smile on my face. Thinking I had done everything right. Maybe the problem is, I did raise him wrong. Taught him to be too accommodating. Too afraid of being like Carl. Too afraid of being a bad man. Maybe I should have taught him boundaries go both ways. That respecting women does not mean accepting abuse. But no, that cannot be it. The problem is not feminism. The problem is Blake misunderstood it. She is weaponizing progressive language for selfish ends. That is not what the movement is about. That is not what I taught Marcus will figure it out. He is smart. He will see through her. He will leave. And when he does, I will be here. Or maybe he will not leave. Maybe he will stay, because I spent 26 years teaching him that leaving a difficult woman makes him weak. Makes him his father. I open my laptop, tomorrow's lecture. Gender and Power in Modern Literature. I stare at the screen. My phone sits next to me. Dark. Silent. I pick it up. Scroll to Marcus's contact, hover my thumb over call. I do not press it. I think about calling tomorrow, or maybe giving him space like he asked. Maybe that is respecting boundaries. Maybe that is being a good feminist mother. Or maybe I am just afraid. Afraid of hearing Blake's words come out of his mouth again. I pour a glass of wine, finish it. Pour another. Somewhere across the city, my son is probably awake too. Lying next to someone who convinced him everyone who loves him is toxic, staring at the ceiling. Wondering how he got here. And it is my fault. Is it not? No. I did everything right. I raised him to respect women, to examine his privilege, to be a partner. Blake just exploited that, took advantage of his decency. But if I had just listened when he said he was unhappy, if I had not pushed so hard at the beginning, if I had let him walk away. I opened my texts, scroll back through our old messages. Back when he sent me memes, asked cooking questions, told me about his day. Last message from 3 weeks ago. I have to go. Blake is asking who I am talking to. I type a new message. I love you. I am here when you are ready. I hover over send. 1 full minute. Then delete it. He asked for space. I need to respect that. That is what a good mother does, right? I close my eyes. Sit in the dark. Phone in my hand. Waiting for it to ring. Knowing it will not. I finish my wine. The glass is empty. The apartment is quiet. My son is gone. And I put him there.